just the heart of doing that, the lady can in turn start thinking, oh, maybe this guy loves me and we're going to be in a relationship. But it doesn't work that way. Some people are just meant to be friends.
Right.
And so kindness doesn't have to mean that you are doing it to expect something. No. As a lady, when you receive kindness from everybody, you have to filter it. It doesn't mean they all want to be in a relationship with you.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time, welcome. Please don't be a guest, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time I drop a video. And the contents I make are things that can help you grow spiritually, financially, and help you to be emotionally resilient. On today's episode, we will be talking about one of the fruit of the Spirit, which is the fruit of kindness. And today I have with me my very beautiful friend, Foyinsola. It's good to have you here, Foyinsola.
Thank you.
So Foyinsola, can we meet you?
Hi everyone. My name is Foyinsola. I am in the army. I have been in the army for like 4 years and I'm a soldier for Christ.
Hey.
As I am a soldier in the U.S. Army.
Great, good to have you.
Thank you.
Are you excited to talk about the fruit of kindness today?
Yes, I am super excited to be here and thank you for having me.
Thank you for honoring my invite. All right, so I'll be asking her some questions, and in case you've missed my previous videos, please do not hesitate to click on my channel to go through the ones I have posted already. So, Foyinsola, what does kindness mean to you?
Kindness, that's a very big word that we should practice. So kindness basically means love. Love is kind, and it means out of going out of your way, people doing something what your human body would want to do on a normal day, but because you are rooted in the Word of God, it basically means showing what you would expect from others. We can also see in the Bible, Ephesians 4 verse 82, instead be kind to each other, tender at heart, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. So basically, even this chapter is saying you should be kind to each other. So kindness means showing love, forgiveness, being patient. It's a lot of things. It depends on the situation you are and how you're handling it. So you have to be graceful to people. That's what kindness really means to me.
Great, thank you. Okay, so the second question would be, can you recall a moment when a small act of kindness had a ripple effect on you or your community?
I would go for me because let me say it this way. So when I came into the United States, this is something that's happened to me years ago that I still remember, and it still gets to me. Like, people can be this kind. So I came in, I was still naive. I didn't know anything really about the United States, right? So I got to the airport and it was time for me to pick up my bags. I think I have about 3 or 4 luggage then. Yeah, because I was coming in for a newbie because I packed a lot of stuff. I don't even know if I would need, but it's just that's the way your mom would make sure you have everything before you leave. And I was pretty much young, so I guess they were just watching out for me. So I remember that day I came in by myself, and yeah, I was actually by myself, and I was like, wasn't 21 or so. So I was still like new to everything. Then I got to the baggage claim area, and I was about to pick up my bags, and I realized, I can get a car to push everything at once because it's like 4 bags. How do I handle it by myself? So I wanted to get the cart, and being a newbie, I didn't know anything about the currency, even the dollars. I not like I don't know dollars, but I just didn't recognize which one is which the watts at that time. So I just was about to get the card. I think it was for $5 or so. So I was there. I had the $200 bill with me, maybe like $200 bill with me. So I picked one of the bill I had and I inserted it into the card. Yeah, into the machine. So I was like, okay. Then once I insert it into that machine, the machine would bring it back to me. I straightened it up. I said maybe it's like something like we do in Nigeria. Maybe the ATM machine does it because your there's wrinkle on the money. Maybe that's why it's not getting it. So I did it second time and the third time, and I saw that there's queue behind me. I started feeling uncomfortable. Like, what's going on here? I was trying to figure it out. I started panicking. Like, what's going on? I don't know. So I changed the money the other way again. Tried it for the fourth time. For the love of Christ. So at that point, I almost gave up. I was like, okay, this is it. I'm not getting this card. And a young man, he just walked past and said, oh, you're trying to get the card. Then he just he didn't even tell me anything. You know what he did? I moved away. He inserted the bill into the machine and get the card and said, here you go.
He
paid
his own money?
His own money. He paid for the, yes.
A total stranger?
A total stranger.
Wow.
I was new to the country. I didn't know anything. 3 lessons. Number 1, you don't have to know someone before you're kind to them.
Yeah.
Total stranger. I don't know this guy. He's a white dude. Maybe huge like that, maybe tall or something. But he didn't know me and he gave me the card. He paid for it and he pushed it to me. Here you go. Use this. And that act of kindness went a very long way. It was my first interaction with someone in the United States. It was something I wasn't expecting. And it was also something that shows that people in the United States can be kind. You know, they are welcoming. And those things really had effect on me because it made me feel welcomed, and I felt like, okay, this place I can actually thrive. I can meet people, I can make friends. You know, act of kindness is just, it goes a long way. If I should find that person today, I would find a way to repay them. But then I cannot. Total strangers. So the key thing is that we don't have to know someone before you're kind to them. The Bible says it's be kind to one another, be kind-hearted. Because he saw that I was struggling in that situation, and he didn't even know if I had the money or no, but he just gave it to me, and that really went a long way for me, and it has always been a reminder that I don't have to know someone before I help them. No. I don't. I don't have to know you to be kind to you, because I received that on a platter of gold when I came into this country.
Oh wow, that was so good. You know, imagine you meeting up with a person you might not even remember.
Yeah, I can't even remember his face. I wish I could find him one way or the other to repay him for that kindness.
Wow.
Yes.
That must have meant so much to you.
Yes, because I still remember to today that act of kindness. Yeah, it really went a long way for me.
Oh wow. So my next question would be, have you ever experienced kindness from an opposite sex, or you extended kindness and it came later on as like a mixed signal?
Oh Lord. Well, yeah, on that topic we hear a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we read about it, people tell us their situation, because, you know, especially when it comes to a female and a male being kind to each other, people automatically think that, oh, maybe if they're moving together, they're friends, and they're being nice to each other, yeah, it has to be something like relationship wise or something. But in the real sense, it's always just a mixed signal, because you can be kind to someone. Let's say a guy is just brought up right, and he is able to help out whenever you need him, as a lady or as a female friend, and you feel like, when I need this little stuff, this guy is my friend, I can always call up on him and he would help me out. So, you know, just the heart of doing that, the lady can in turn start thinking, oh, maybe this guy loves me and we're gonna be in a relationship. But it doesn't work that way. Some people are just meant to be friends.
Right.
And so kindness doesn't have to mean that you are doing it to expect something. No. As a lady, when you receive kindness from everybody, you have to filter it. It doesn't mean they all want to be in a relationship with you. It is not for us to say, oh, because this guy is kind to me, it has to be like he wants something from me, he's expecting something. I need us to start thinking, having that mentality that kindness doesn't mean you can be kind to a total stranger. It doesn't mean that they are expecting something from you. Like the example I gave about the guy at the airport, I didn't know him from anywhere, and he's willing to help out, buy me a card without expecting anything. And the people can have friendship that where they got each other, where they help out each other, and it doesn't come as it doesn't mean they are in a relationship. So there are mixed signals people get when someone is being kind to you. That's why it's very crucial when you're in a when you're being friends with someone to define your relationship.
Set boundaries.
Yes, set boundaries and define your relationship, because it would help for you to know that, okay, this kindness, I'm just receiving it because this person cares, because they are kind, because they are accommodating, because they are graceful, because they are forgiving, because they are very, very selfless. Because I know kindness means being selfless, doing things out of your way to help, going out of your way to help people, to do stuff, and that I can say with that. If we have mixed feelings about something, maybe someone being kind, you can ask them, hey, I'm receiving this help from you, do you think it's okay? Because I just want to know you're not expecting anything back. You can be that bold. I know we're not raised like that pretty much to be that bold and ask those type of difficult questions. This will help you to have peace of mind when you're receiving those kindness. Define it.
Thank you very much. So that story reminds me of a story that happened, like a scenario that happened to me a few years back. So the very first MCAT I took MCAT multiple times, guys. So the first MCAT I took, the exam was paid by a total stranger. So I met this guy at work. I never saw him. So then I was still working, and it was just a phone call. So we were just talking about work because he was supposed to be my supervisor, but he left the day I resumed the job. So he was, just talking to me on the phone. And so he asked me what was my interest. I was like, oh yeah, I want to practice medicine. And then, so I said I'm in the process of, taking my MCAT. And he asked me, have you registered for it? I was like, no. Mind you, I never saw this guy till today. I don't know what he looks like, and he just asked for my information and he sent me that money. I called him, he didn't respond anymore. And the thing is, why I brought up this story is because a lot of people have been in situations whereby people accuse them wrongly of being, having something to do with an opposite sex.
Yes.
So I remember some friends I had around then, one in particular was like, oh, he likes you, is that?
No.
And I was just like, how can you like someone you don't even know what she looks
right.
like?
It's just an act of kindness.
Yes. So that's the thing, that in this society we're in right now, people kind of, mix feelings for situations like when a lot of people were raised right.
Yes.
To be kind. Like you meet some men, some women, and the only way they know how to be kind is just to be kind.
Yeah.
They don't know any other way. So that's the thing. But like in this society, one just has to be careful. Like you mentioned earlier, you have to like be bold about it.
Yeah.
Ask questions
When
if you're feeling
receiving-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, when you're receiving all that gift, you need to know.
Yeah.
It's not like you're expecting something.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So how does incorporating kindness into your daily routine impact your overall well-being?
Okay. So I would say kindness makes me feel good. I would say I am a person that would go out of my way to do things for my friends. Even I have learned to do it for even strangers because it makes me feel like accomplished, or no, that's not the word. It makes me feel fulfilled when I help people, because listen, you don't know when that goodness, that kindness will come back to you. It's not like we're expecting, but then, even the Bible says that like we should be kind to one another. If you're kind to someone, someone else that is kind would be kind to you. So that's just that's the logic behind it. So you have to show out of kindness in every way, in every possible way, in your daily life, when you meet people, at church, at school, at everywhere. But for me personally, it makes me feel fulfilled. It makes me feel like, oh, I just helped out someone that could have, in a situation that could have gone wrong. So basically, just it makes you feel good. Try it. You should practice it, guys. You should.
Great. Thank you very much, Foyinsola. It's been very nice having you on here today. And do you have any final word of advice for the viewers at home? Ways whereby they can, practice kindness. And also, one thing that just came to mind right now is how we also need to appreciate people that are kind towards us. Don't take people for granted.
Yes, that's
something, because sometimes opportunity comes but once. You might not have that kind of person anymore in your life.
That's true, because sometimes God just placed people in your life, and when you misuse it, sometimes you might not get that person back. You ain't getting it. So you have to be careful. So one thing I would leave with you guys is we need to practice kindness. We need to teach kindness, even with kids. When they grow up, you should make them understand what kindness means, because when you instill that in them when they're young, when they get older, they don't depart from it. It becomes part of them. So I would say, let's continue to teach kindness. Let's be kind to our neighbor. When you see that your neighbor's trash is outside for a long time and you don't see them, coming out of the house or something, maybe it's a heart of kindness to check up on them and see, oh, is everything okay? And let's say at the gym, you found someone's airport and you look around and say, oh, okay, they might have just forgotten it. You can take it to someone, maybe the manager, the facilitator at someone in the facility, to keep it for them, so that when they come back, they get it. It's not in your own place to put it in your pocket and take it out. Don't do that. So just find a way to be kind to people every day. It would come back to you. I promise it would.
Thank you so much, Foyinsola. I've been very blessed by everything you've said on this channel, and I hope every one of you too have been blessed by this series. So in case you haven't watched all the videos on the fruit of the spirit, please look and watch. All right, till we see you again. Bye.